I'm back. So, you know the drill. Yeah, unless you don't know how a tier list works, which I really don't know why you'd be here if that was the case. Alright, starting off strong, you know, like, easy S, I mean, like, do I really have to say why? Yeah, I'm just kidding. This gun is so bad, my goodness. It deserves to be in the trash. I don't really have to explain anything, really. You manually have to shoot each bullet that comes out of this thing. Minimal damage. Its fire rate isn't even impressive. Its range is pathetic. It's just terrible. It's a default gun for a reason. Like, there's nothing that will go in F tier besides default gun. I think that's obvious. Nothing comes close to as bad as this gun. So let's just move on, you know? Rubber gun. Okay. Let me think about this real quick. I think this gun, it's a C, to be honest. It's default gun, but with, I'd like to say 4 times the range. You don't have to you don't have to tap the shoot button for each bullet. You just hold it. Minimal damage for each bullet. Bounces off the walls, so you can get some nice trick shots that feel really nice, if I'm gonna be honest with you, you know. So when I say it's better than default gun, I really mean it's better than machine gun in every way possible. Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's just, you know, nothing close to the Top Gun. Anyone see that movie? I have not seen the movie, do not sue me. Moving on to, oh yeah, double machine gun. If the SMG wasn't enough, now you got twice as much of it. Even though it doesn't really work like machine gun at all, it's more like rubber gun, but the range is more like default gun, because like the bolts are perfectly straight, like me. Its range is the only thing I would say is lacking. It has a very solid fire rate, damage rate, but range could use some work, which is why it's B, no higher. Next up, the T-gun. The T-gun, like I've said in the previous tier list video, it's not my favorite, but it's not bad by any means. In fact, I think it's better than double machine gun, but I just don't know how much better. Though I'm feeling a bit generous today. I'm feeling an A tier, because, for one reason, okay, 2 reasons. 3 reasons. Its fire rate, just like double machine guns, it goes into 3 directions, which gives you very good protection. If you get really close to a boss, where you get all 3 bullets to hit, absolute cinema. So, A tier. No higher, no lower. Magnum. This is the gun that's just default but better, which is why it's AC. It's like the only other gun where you have to manually press a button, I think, to shoot. It goes twice or 3 times as far as default gun, does twice the damage, and the bullets just look fancy. And that's all you can really say about it. Oh, but it does go through walls as well. Flamethrower. You know what? I think this gun is a D tier. I'll be real with you. I'm not a fan of flamethrower. Its range is terrible. Though there is a method I use sometimes to get some good range off of it, which is a little weird to explain, so I'm not going to go into that right now. Like, its damage rate is fantastic.
Say that again?
But, like I said, the range is terrible, but the fire rate's great. And it just feels off for me to use. I don't like the way it feels. I know it's better than a D, but it's my list, so you cannot argue with me. Machine gun is also a D tier. Its range is very good. Its accuracy. Why do the bullets bounce around like that? Why do they go in different directions? It doesn't make any sense. Why? It's rubber gun, but worse. For one, they don't bounce off walls like rubber gun do. They go in weird directions, making it a bit funky to hit enemies from a distance, which should be the point of, you know, any gun that's not default or flamethrower. So it's just your first gun you'd pick up if it's the only gun that you've come across. You know what I mean? But speaking of something that's absolutely amazing, shotgun. Easy as. That's what makes shotgun, this boy right here, the best of the best. Each shot does 2 damage with a wide range. Like, it covers so much of the screen, though it is a bit random. So it's got a little bit of machine gun shenanigans going on there. It covers so much every time. You don't really have to worry about where it goes necessarily. It's like piercing bullets, right? They go through enemies and walls, and they move slow enough to where they can stay in an enemy for long enough. Like, it can hit the enemy twice before the bullets actually disappear. So they're actually getting 4 damage off of it, which is, again, fantastic. I'm a comedic genius here. Where's my award? I don't even got bubblegum. That's like a C tier. Maybe. Yeah, I'd put it in D tier. This thing is machine gun meets tornado gun. It's not straight up like tornado gun, but it's not exactly a diagonal either. It's like a curve. It's like a slope. Its fire rate is pretty much just like machine guns. Damage is the machine gun, which is why it makes it worse than tornado, in my opinion. It's a very awkward gun, if that makes sense. That's what all these guns in D tier are. They're awkward. They have their uses, except for this guy. There's just better guns to do the same job. Flamethrower is just double machine gun but worse. And bubblegum is just tornado gun but worse. You know? 3-way! Ooh, hold on. This thing is a boss killer. This thing destroys. Actually, not so much the final boss, but the third boss, super good. First boss, you can kill it literally 5 seconds or less. Same thing with the second boss. It's got really good range. It's kind of like a shotgun, but with double machine gun. It's like the bullets go in the same path every time. There's no randomness to it. The bullets don't go through walls like shotgun. They don't go through enemies either, but its fire rate is crazy. There's one gun that's this gun, but pretty much better in every way. But I don't know if I could put an S tier. I think I have to. You know what? I got a plan. I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing. It's an S as well. Laser is also a D.
It also feels awkward AF.
It shoots so slow. The slowest fire rate in the entire game. And its damage is like 4 per shot. It travels maximum distance in, you know, the moment it comes out. It's better than machine gun here. Better than no, it's not better than flamethrower. Having such a slow fire rate really messes with my flow every time I use it. Anyways, let's move on to homing gun, which is a solid A. For 2 reasons. Fire rate is pretty slow. And sometimes the bullets do not home in on certain enemies. It is a very inconsistent gun, and it frustrates me. It's so slow at dealing damage, but when you have, you know, the damage upgrade, it's not terrible. And when you have piercing bullets, it is an S tier gun for sure, but I want to try to keep these guns on their own. And boomerang. I'm thinking A, but I'm also thinking B. Its fire rate is really good. Its coverage is really good. You can do the whole piercing bullet, lingering bullet trick, like I mentioned with shotgun with it. Its coverage is really good, but it is a T-gun coverage. Yes and no. It goes through walls, it goes through enemies. Fire rate is really good, but not as good as T-guns. I think I'm gonna have to put it in top of B, just because its damage is not the greatest. Tornado gun is crap gun. Tornado, it is the boss killing gun, except for the third boss. It cannot do a thing to that unless you have piercing bullets. But anyways, it's the best thing to have on the final boss. You can defeat it in 10 seconds with this thing. But when you're in the levels themselves, this gun is not gonna help you out very much. The tornado goes right in front of you, and then it goes straight up. And most enemies are gonna be shooting from the side of you, not from above. Probably. And that's why I think it's also top of B. Unfortunately. I saved the best for last. Even though there's another gun after this, but anyways. Fork gun is the GOAT. It's 3-way, but all the bullets are going more in the upper direction. Like, you're completely fine with this thing. And what's going to be hitting you from below? And you can do the same trick with T-gun to get up close and personal, to get all 3 bullets to hit the boss or enemy. and just absolutely obliterate it. Even if you're not doing that, like, it still destroys everything because of its fire rate. It's just an amazing gun. It's beautiful. And then there's Lightsword, that's also a B tier. Its range, that's really what does it for me. Its range is so bad, but it's not quite as bad as Default Gun because it goes above you as well. But its horizontal range is the worst in the entire game. No, that's not true. Tornado Gun's worse. Its fire rate is really good. Oh, that's another gun where I have to keep pressing it to shoot. That's another downside to this gun. It does 2 damage per hit, which makes it really good too. Yeah, I'm keeping it happy. With that being said, this was my Tower Fortress weapons tier list. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, and also subscribe. Don't ring that notification bell because it does you no good, with my experience. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one when I rank the Tower Fortress upgrades. Peace.